some of the animes they're naming.
We're live. What is up, y'all? This is your boy, Real Gamer 27, and I'm back. And I'm back with a brand new podcast, and we're trying something new and fresh. First time I ever did an anime podcast on this channel. I did a few anime videos about a year or two ago, but you know, it was just I was just having fun, just letting y'all know what was my top 5 animes or whatever. I only know where that video is, so I don't even want to fucking find it. So if you come across my anime video, feel free to go through all the 500 some of my fucking videos. But we are going to discuss our favorite animes, top 5 anime or whatever. I know yesterday when we had a podcast, we did kind of broke it down because a lot of people said that Death Note is one of the best all time anime, in which yes, I think it is, but you got to put it in its own category, like the best anime that has let's say at least, let's say about 30, 40 episodes. Then you got another category that got like 100 plus, shows like Inuyasha, Naruto. We got the Shippuden series, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece. Oh my God, that show got like 1 million episodes. So yeah, we're gonna break that down and talking about we're gonna say who has the best action anime, who has the best suspense, thriller, and who has the best horror anime. So I guess let's go ahead and get started. Retro Bro, go ahead and introduce yourself, buddy.
What's up, YouTube? Retro Bro here. I do gaming, if you guys didn't know already, but I'm here to talk about anime and a lot of good ones. Some stuff you guys may not have had on your radar that I think you may be interested in. Let's get this show on the road.
Already. All right. Okay, well, we about to. Okay, I guess before we get dirty into this, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and name my top 5 anime of all times. Then I guess I want you to give me yours. Then we're gonna break it down on.
That's gonna be so hard. Like I watch so much anime that I think my top 5 changes every year.
I'm gonna make it easier for you. Like if the shows have less than 100 episodes, then we could break those down in separate groups. Then we could get and I guess we could have 2 different groups. Top 5, your best 5 that has at least 100, and top 5 that has under 100. So basically 10, basically something like that. But I guess just tell me how much. Why do you like anime so much? I'm about to call you Jay Donis, a Retro Bro.
All right, so this is a pretty interesting story because I don't think I've told too many people this, but I originally got into anime because of gaming. When I was a kid, one of our neighbors in the neighborhood had Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, and it was the first time I played it, and I liked it a lot. This is back in the day, so of course it was a 2D fighter like Street Fighter, and I really liked it. So my friend let me borrow it, and he's like, "Man, you love this game, and you be feeding to play it." So he's like, "You know they have an anime to it." I was like, "Really?" He said, "Yeah, it's called Dragon Ball Z." And this is back in the early 90s when Sunday mornings on Channel 11, they used to show Dragon Ball Z uncut. Cursing, blood, all that good stuff. So a Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z as a kid, loved the action, really enjoyed it. Then I started getting older, wanted some stories, some plot, some stuff that Shonen series doesn't get, and I wanted some refinery, and I met some friends that really got me into some juicy stuff, and that's how I got into anime.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess I got an anime because I was watching Dragon Ball Z. That was my very first anime, but it wasn't even the English version. It was a Spanish version. I guess back then we didn't have cable, whatever. So Dragon Ball Z every day on some Spanish channel, and I liked it. I was like, when I was a kid, I was like, man, I really liked it. I wish it was in English. Of course, they had it in subtitle, whatever. But eventually, I saw them across the English version, and I just fell in love with the series. And I think one of the most epic moments in anime history um, is when Goku, when he first turned into a Super Saiyan after, when the odds was against him, his friends like Frieza, like he was just unstoppable force. Even though I think the Frieza saga is the best saga in the Dragon Ball Z series, period, because it was like I was basically getting goosebumps on, basically whenever he first turned into a Super Saiyan. I was like, oh man, that's tight.
You know what it
So
is too with the Frieza saga? The Frieza
uh,
saga had the most concrete story in
yeah,
DBZ. Like DBZ had a lot of story for different parts, but it was the most concrete story. Like it explained why we needed to be introduced to the Saiyans. It
yeah,
explained that Vegeta was pretty much a slave as well as the other Saiyans. Like they were the Japanese black people essentially. It
yeah,
explained that Frieza was a tyrant and he pretty much ruled the world. Like it gave a lot of depth to the
it did.
characters.
There was a lot of backstory, and of course, that's when that's the at the time when Vegeta was actually starting. You know how Vegeta used to be the villain around that time, but around that time during the Frieza saga, that's when a lot of anime lovers really fell in love with Vegeta's character, and that's why I think Vegeta is the best character on the show because they showed the back. Actually, they gave us an idea on how exactly all this happened and the history of Goku and Vegeta and the same race and everything. And yes, Frieza, he was a freaking, he was a ruler and he basically wanted to destroy all the Saiyans because he knew that there's a chance that one of them could actually turn to Super Saiyan because of the myth, and that myth happens to be true. Even though that was his biggest fear, that's why he wiped out planet Vegeta, in which that was King Vegeta, Vegeta's father.
Hmm.
So basically, yeah, he wiped out everybody except two, and of course Goku he slipped through the cracks, and I guess for some reason Frieza kind of he kind of spared Vegeta. So
Believe it or
basically,
not,
that's
Frieza missed a lot of people and just didn't notice it. I mean, there was Brawly, there was
yeah,
Turles.
yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of them, man. So basically, like I said, it was that Frieza saga that got me to just love DBZ for the rest of my life. I don't, even though there is a lot of good anime that's out right now, but I don't think anything can top Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
I love Dragon
there
Ball.
definitely can. And I have the perfect example for you. Like, everyone in the chat will probably know this anime, and you have to watch it real. Like, the best shonen anime, in my opinion, hands down, is Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is by far the best shonen anime. And here's the reason why. It has action scenes that are really entertaining, but they're not super over the top like DBZ. The
Yeah,
main character is not only strong, but he has dialogue and good character development, and he's
yeah,
not the strongest character. Like Gon is strong, but he is not the strongest character in his own show, and that's really entertaining to see a main character that has weakness and that can be beaten. Also, a lot of the side characters and villains and stuff get a lot of backstory too that make you care about them. Like sometimes the
right.
villains get their own episodes. For those of you that's reading the manga right now, Hisoka is fighting Corolla, the leader of the spiders. And you know, Corolla has the ability to use other people's abilities and bookmark them in his book, and that fight is going hardcore. They're fighting in the Heavens Arena right now. He used the book to take control of all 200 of people are watching. So Hisoka is fighting pretty much 200 zombies and Corolla with 4 different OP abilities all at the same time. Really entertaining fight. And
So, how old is this Hunter x Hunter? I don't think I heard of this. How old is this show?
it's amazing. Like it's all English subs
No. How long has it been out? Because I don't remember
since
coming.
before 2011. 2011 is the
Oh,
revised version, so it's the best, but it's been out before 2011.
oh, so it's basically still kind of new.
I think it started in
If
2008.
it's like
Correct me if I'm wrong.
2010, if it's like 2010 and up, I still consider them as kind of new
Well, it
because I
started in
watch a whole.
2000. It started in 2008. The 2011
Oh,
version was the
2008.
best version because the 2008 version had really bad animation,
Mm-hmm.
but the 2011 version fixed it with the animation.
So how many episodes does it have? Now, I love links. I
Well, it's
love
five.
lengthy
It's five
episodes.
seasons. So if I remember
Okay.
correctly, yeah, it's 5 seasons.
Okay, that's cool because I love animes that had longevity, man. Because it's kind of like Death Note, in which a lot of people love Death Note to death. I love that show. The deal is, it's only 30 episodes, or 32, or 34. I forgot,
I
but it is.
rewatched Death Note a couple of weeks ago,
I,
and yeah, it
I'm
was just as
thinking about
amazing as the first
rewatching it.
time.
I'm thinking about rewatching it, because it was so good. I guess let me see. Let's try to break this down. Okay, we're gonna have the best action anime. We're gonna have the best thriller anime. I'm not sure if you want to do the romance anime. I know they have romance, but
Um, we can no homo, but I'm gonna show my sensitive side in the chat. So I do have some. I do have some good romance animes that people put
no,
me on.
I
That
watched
I'm not
some
gonna
of
even
them.
lie, were pretty good.
No, I watched some of them too. It's really kind of, it's romance and of course got like comedy. But if you go through the romance genre in these anime websites, it's just a bunch. Man, they be showing some pervy stuff, man.
See, what you got to do is you got to find the romance ones that aren't part of the edgy series.
The
Because
edgy
the edgy
series.
series are the ones that's all like the porn ones. So if you find ones that aren't part of the edgy series, you won't get that. Like, of course, you'll still get fan service, but not anything ridiculous to the gauge of porn. But that's the problem. A lot of the romance animes are the edgy series. But if you find ones that aren't edgy, you'll find that it works out a lot better. Like personally, my favorite one, because I don't watch a lot of romances, I would say Ranma 1.5 is a really good one. Another
Mhm.
good one that a lot of people don't talk about is School Rumble. School Rumble is amazing. The main character is Tenma Skamato, and she has a younger sister who, ironically, is taller than her, kind of like the
Yeah,
whole cow and chicken type thing. But she's like really hot too, and like all the guys always hit on her. But she's quiet and shy, and she doesn't really like to talk to people. She only talks to like really animals and stuff. But the one guy named like Harima,
yeah.
he's like pretty much he's like the school bully at first, and like he's
Hmm.
really skilled at fighting. He beats up like 50 gang members a day as his regular regimen and always comes in late. And he liked the younger sister, the shorter one, because he thought she was funny and she wasn't scared of him like everybody else. So he always hangs out with the younger sister, gets to know her. She doesn't realize that he likes her, and the older sister, that's shy and really don't like to talk to people, starts falling in love with him because she finds out that he's like a really good artist and he has a sensitive side
Hmm.
and all this stuff, other stuff is really good.
I can't really find a really good romance,
And it has
romance.
action too.
Yeah, that's
Like
the oh.
they fight
Right.
and they play sports too.
They play sports. I'm about to check this out because the ones that I've been coming across, it's kind of like, yes, it has action, but it has a lot of pervy stuff. But it really don't give no good
Some of the
story.
filler episodes are fun too. Like in one filler episode, they made fun of 3 different animes. Like they made fun of Hantaro, they made fun of one with aliens, I can't remember the name of it, and they made fun of DBZ because Harima turned Super Saiyan in the filler episode. It was really funny.
Uh, okay, what's the name of this again? I'm at the check
School
this out.
Rumble.
School Rumble. It's just
Hmm.
so much anime. Like it's just so much of it that I'm gonna have to get a sheet paper and write all this down. Cause I just got. I've been saying I got a lot of anime to catch up on, but it's just so many out there. Like some of the stuff that you name, I not even heard of it. Everybody
Another
knows It is, but
Another one is a comedy slash romance. This one you've heard me talking about a lot. The Devil is a Part Timer. It's a really good one. It's a new series. It's only one season right now. I'm not sure if it's canceled or if they're making the second one. But
yeah.
this is pretty much how it starts. On another planet, not Earth, there's this war. On that planet, mana exists. So
Mhm.
humans and demons can use magic on that planet. And they're in a war. There's this woman who's like this white knight that's really powerful, and she's
Mhm.
actually about to slay the devil. So with his last little bit of energy, he tries to teleport back to his lair, but he's so weakened and so damaged that he messed up and ended up on Earth. She follows him there, and they both end up on Earth. But Earth has no mana like their planet, so they really can't use like magic and stuff, and they struggle to
Mhm.
do it. So they end up now being regular people. So now that he's stuck on Earth with no magic, he's like, I'm just gonna live like an Earthling. So he starts
Yeah.
working at McDonald's and becomes a manager and lives in a crappy apartment. It's
Oh,
really funny.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Hey, you must do a lot of research because I really can't. Okay, oh, I'm not sure if I want to
And I think the
classify it as
funniest
a.
and I think the funniest thing is that his arch rival hates his guts. Like in one episode, his arch rival tries to kill him and loses. So he's like, "Oh, so if I can't fight him, I'm gonna beat him in this competition." So he's like, he owns a fast food restaurant, I'm gonna own one. So then he buys a chain of KFCs and competes against his McDonald's franchise. It's hilarious.
I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out. I guess it was
Oh,
one
Angel
anime that.
Beats is amazing, lazy gamer. I've seen it before. It's really good.
I guess it was. It's okay. It is one anime that it is romance, but it has a lot of action in it. It's kind of like one of those apocalyptic kind of anime. It's called Blue Seed. Eventually, I guess the way it's, if I remember, it's been a couple years since I watched it. Of course, I can't really remember all their names. It's just so many names to try to remember. I guess it's about this. I guess this species that I guess they took over Earth. You know, I guess big giant, oversized, overgrown bugs, and they got these little mechs, these little robot mechs that the humans can fight back towards those big giant alien bug thingies. So basically, before it happened, they had like this little time capsule, time machine to freeze everybody's bodies. In the future, they basically couldn't fight those little overgrown bugs, whatever. So I forgot how many years later, but the guy that they froze, he eventually woke up, and the world was taken over by those overgrown sized bugs. And he met somebody that I guess whenever that little capsule opened up, he almost got killed, and some woman came and saved him at the nick of time because he almost got killed. So I guess after that they eventually worked together as a team, but at first they couldn't get along, whatever. But I guess towards the I don't want to give too much spoilers, but I guess towards the middle or end of the show, they eventually fell in love. And I don't want to give too much spoilers. I really don't, because I'm pretty sure some of y'all do want to watch that. But yeah, it has a lot of action, it has a lot of romance, and it's very, very gory at the same time. Like people getting their heads chopped off, legs chopped off. Like it's that kind of anime. It's not for children. I love animes like that. A lot of gore, blood. Don't call me crazy, but I just love stuff like that. It just grabs my attention. But that's the only one. That's the only thing I can think about. The whole,
See,
the,
some dark
uh,
animes, some really really dark ones that we didn't mention. If any of you have seen Gantz before, Gantz is
oh
you've seen
yeah,
Gantz, right? Yeah,
yeah,
Gantz
yeah.
was no joke.
Oh boy, yeah, man. It was pretty gory,
And that
man.
was a twist. In the end, everyone died, and the moral of the story is when you're dead, and you have to accept it. So he just toyed with them and played with their hopes, making them think they had a chance of coming back to life again for his own amusement. So
Yeah, yeah,
evil. And a lot of the people were really bad. Like they were beating up on handicapped people, raping women. Like that
yeah.
show
It was
was dark.
bad people. So yeah, they chose people that was basically had it
Except for that
coming.
one guy, he died saving a little boy, the main character.
Yeah, yeah. He got hit by that train.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, that's crazy, man. What else I can think of?
Paranoia Agent is another one that's pretty dark. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie, like I've watched Paranoia Agent 4 times and I still don't even completely understand the story. Like it's so hard to solve because so much happens at once and there's so many stories and stuff that happen that they investigate in that show that you really can't pinpoint or tie everything together. So it makes it so confusing. And then you get to the end and find out that this girl's active imagination gives her the power to recreate things, and her little plush toy is like this evil demon or something. It's crazy.
That is crazy. But I guess let's go and get a little top 10. I guess top five of the anime episodes that has over 100 plus episodes, and of course top five that is less than 100. I guess with me, my top five anime is I guess with the episodes, I guess under 100 episodes. Death Note's number one. Um, Let me see who else. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is two. Monster, that's an interesting one. I know a lot of y'all don't know what Monster is. It's basically it came out. I forgot what year, but it was like early to mid '90s. It's kind of old, but it's a really good story. That this doctor he got an unfortunate situation that I guess these two twins I guess their parents wound up getting murdered, and I guess of course you got a boy and a girl twin. They found out that the boy twin shot the parents, and the girl wound up shooting that boy in the head because he told her to, because he kind of mental in the head. I guess he had so many demons going in his head that he didn't want to live, but he got shot in the head, but he didn't, he made it. I guess the doctor, I forgot his name. He eventually did operation on him, and it was success. It was a successful operation. And I guess after that, like years later, like it was just mysterious stuff keep going on, like with these mysterious murders and stuff. And found out that it was the boy that he saved. He eventually turned out to be a serial killer, and he was a good one too, because it was what was going on. He was pretty brilliant at the same time, and and I guess after the doctor found out that the boy that he saved, was a serial killer, his life to stop him himself. Basically he became a criminal, a fugitive, because he got into some stuff with the cops and enemies. But he, like I said, I'm not gonna give you too much spoilers about it. He eventually got to him, but I'm not gonna tell you I'm gonna kill him. Y'all just gonna have to see it for yourselves. And it's a really good story. It's a thriller. If you love thrillers, if you love Death Note, if you love animes like that, you're going to love Monster, because it will have you on the edge of your seat every episode. You know how everybody is on the edge of their seats on whenever Death Note goes off. I just love how it ends. It makes you want to come back for more. That's how I feel about Monster. It's that thriller that you just can't get enough, and it's a really good show. Like I said, I don't want to give too much spoilers about that show, but the doctor, he eventually, no, I don't want to give no spoilers. No spoilers. You have to watch it for yourself. The show is called Monster. I believe it has like 60 something episodes, so it's a little lengthy, but not too lengthy. But that's my third most anime that's under 100 episodes. What's number 4 and 5? Man, that's a good one. Dude, I'm drawing blanks right here. I'm drawing blanks. I would say Inuyasha, but Inuyasha has 120 episodes.
More than that if you add Final Cut, which completes the series.
Yeah, so I can't add
Because
that.
Final Cut isn't really a additional. It's not like a spinoff or anything. It's the continuation.
The continuation. Let
Yeah,
me
so
see.
it counts.
I would say, shoot. Man, I might have to come. Oh. Samurai Champloo. That is a badass anime.
Amazing.
That is a badass
The
anime.
music was perfect. Like
I
have so many different cultures of music, but used at the right time for like for combat. And I love
yeah,
that both of them have style. Like they have different styles, but they both have that swag. Like yo, we've been fighting for years. There's no way you're gonna beat us, and I love that about it. Like it
yeah,
reminds me of like you know how NBA streets they all do a lot of like tricks and stuff when they do basketball. They do that
yeah.
when they fight in this anime. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like the first time I saw it, I was just dumbfounded. I was like, "This is so raw. Never in my life have I seen this."
I love that anime. It had comedy and everything. Now I love how they adopt the hip hop culture into it.
And I like how
And
the tone changes towards the end of the
yeah,
anime. That's when they start really fighting people that are on their level. And you notice when they start fighting those people, like it changes, like the momentum changes on how they fight.
yeah. I love when both. I forgot the characters' names, the two main characters, but I love when they
Mugen
get
and
into a fight
Jean.
because they, huh?
Mugen and Jean. And
Mugen
the
and
girl's
Jean
name is Fu.
and Fu. Dude, I can't remember all these names. I don't see how you remember all these names. It's so hard, dude.
I've
It
watched
is so
that
hard.
anime 5 times.
Oh, that's probably why. You know what? Bleach is one of my favorite animes. I can't remember a lot of their names. I just can't. But yeah, man, that's a badass anime, man. Like I might probably have to watch that again, man, because it was a few episodes that I think I might have skipped, but I did saw the ending of it, and I how long has that been now? I don't think it's not that old. Probably maybe a couple of years, something like that. I'm
You
not
share my
sure.
Champloo?
Yeah, because
Well,
we
we got it in English
not
a
too
while, but
long.
I think it's been out a while in Japan.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Usually
Because I
Japan has the
remember
first one.
before, I remember before we started getting on Toonami and stuff. Like anime stores used to always have box sets for that and Cowboy Bebop and stuff.
Yeah, because like I guess the states we didn't get Dragon Ball Z till like 1996 or something like that,
Yeah, and
and it's been
Dragon
out
Ball's
since
been out
19.
way longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been out since '89, so it's pretty damn old, dude. Dragon Ball, actually, the original Dragon Ball came out in fuck, I think early '80s, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken,
it did.
84, 85.
It did.
Then,
Because you notice
then,
there's a lot of montages and stuff that give homage to Bruce Lee and stuff in that series.
yeah, I remember that. Oh, 1989. That's when the Dragon Ball Z series started, 1989. That's I might have to Google it because I think it is 1989. God dang, that's the old series, dude. That just tells you the passion that the fans have for that for Dragon Ball. It's
See,
that kind of
Dragon.
anime with that. Mhm.
I was gonna say what makes Dragon Ball unique is it did something that a lot of other animes didn't do. Like it tried to be westernized to a point that it was edgy. So what they did was they took the anime and pretty much tore it apart for Americans to get them interested in it. Because if you listen to the original music for the actual Japanese subs, it is nowhere close to sounding the same as
Yeah.
Bruce Faulkner's music. So they did that to attract American audience, and now they got them hooked in and got a fan base. Now people are getting the opportunity to see the Japanese and stuff, and hardcore Dragon Ball fans are actually watching the subs because the subs give more story than the American version. Like I rewatched the Frieza saga, and if you rewatch the Frieza saga in the Japanese subs, you get a lot more story about Super Saiyans and what was going on. In fact, Frieza has like a lot of like flashbacks where he talks about it more, and he gives more depth to why he's afraid of them and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it was smart. They tried to target for different audiences, and as you know, a lot of animes don't do that. It's like you get what you get. So that was a really nice way to go about it.
I'm still I'm still trying to think about what's my fifth most. I got Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Monster, Samurai Shampoo. I'm gonna have to come back on what's my top five on the anime that's less than 100 episodes. But I guess with the animes that have over 100 and up, of course, Dragon Ball Z. That's gonna always be the man. Um, I'm gonna put Naruto. I'm gonna put Naruto number two because it's a freaking long ass series.
It's
I'm gonna
hard
put
for me to
both.
put Naruto up there. Like it's like I put DBZ up there because it got me in the anime, so I have to.
Mm.
But I can't. For me personally, I can't put Naruto up there because Naruto disappointed me. Like it was such a good series when it started, and then they slowly started doing stuff that dropped it downhill. Like it started out being a legitimate ninja anime. They taught tactics, they taught stealth, they used ninja tools, they killed people with
Mhm.
ninja tools. Then it became a DBZ clone. Like when Naruto got the ability to fly, I was officially done. When he got the
The
power to
fly.
fly, yes, Naruto can fly now because he has
Hold
the
on,
power of the Sage of
hold on.
Six Flags.
Hold on. I don't remember him flying.
He can fly. If you look in the Great Ninja War, when he gets the power of the Sage of Six Paths, and you see those floating orbs and stuff around him, he can fly.
What? Well, technically, he's not flying. That's just
No, he's definitely flying. He can move around and fight like that, can he? He don't drop to the ground. They were in a volcanic crater, and did he ever touch the ground once doing that fight? He was flying.
well, he was using his chakra. He was using his chakra. Damn, what's that?
That's the
The
same thing.
non-tails name. What's the non-tails name? I forgot.
It wasn't because of the Nine Tails, though. It was the Sage of Six Paths power. Because Sasuke was
Yeah.
surprised. He was flying on the Hawk, and he's like, "Wait, Naruto, you can fly?" And he's like, "I guess it was the power of the Sage of Six Paths, because the Sage of Six Paths could fly."
Hmm. I guess I didn't
I,
pay attention to that part.
I also don't like the fact that it kind of went to creationism, kind of talking like the Bible to some extent. And then when you get deeper into the story, you find out that the lady, I think her name was Kagura or whatever, is
Yeah,
an
it's
alien
got.
from another planet.
I do like that
And that's
story.
where that's where the powers come from. So now we're going back to OP aliens trying to take over Earth, and like you get what I'm saying? It became
Yeah, no,
DBZ.
I see what you're saying. No, I was kind of getting a little frustrated because of all these dang old backstories when Cogwart, tried to, I guess, was she basically, what's the name of that tree that basically, you know, I, I'm trying to remember the name of that. Is it the divine tree?
I
When
don't remember the
everybody's
name of it. Yeah, I
everybody's
don't remember
wrapped
the name of it.
and everybody's wrapped up in it, and they dream for the rest of their
See,
life.
and that made me even madder because you know what that tree is, and a lot of people probably didn't notice. That tree is another bite off of DBZ. If you look at the Dragon Ball Z movie Tree of Might, Turles planted a tree that was absorbing the life out of Earth, and then when he ate the fruit, became more powerful. The
Uh,
tree that tree was planted by her, and she was eating the
yeah.
fruit of it and sacrificing people. So it even copied the Tree of Might movie. Like it
I
became
think the reason why she wanted to do that because she wants peace. Like
no,
she
no,
got
no.
tired.
That's not the reason why. She answers the reason why. There's more aliens like her that was coming to the planet. Not only does she hint about that in
What
the
episode are
series,
you on?
but
What
not
episode are you at?
like I read the manga, so that's why I understand the
Oh,
context a little
that's
more.
what it is.
But
I
they
didn't
talked
read.
about it. They talked about it in the filler episode. Also, if you watch the anime movie Baruto, the people that she
I
kept
didn't watch
hinting
it.
was coming actually do show up. There's two of them.
See, you see that's why you know a little bit more than me because I didn't read the manga and I didn't see the Baroto
But yeah,
movie. So
the filler episode talks about it too. Because her sons, if you remember, the Sage of Six Paths was asking like, "Why are you sacrificing these people?" And remember, she kept not answering him. And then after a while, she answered, and she was like, "Not only do I want peace, but we're expecting others." She never says their names, but she says we're expecting others.
oh, okay.
She
So,
hints that there's more of them coming. And if you remember, if
lot
it
of
shows in the filler, she fell out of the sky like a meteor.
hmm. Are you pretty much caught up on the series on the sub version?
Yeah,
Okay, because
but
I'm a
I
few.
already read the ending and stuff in the manga too. I just want to see,
Oh,
the animation of the fights now.
okay. I'm like 3 weeks behind or something like that. But I hadn't I didn't read the manga. I'd rather watch it because some people said the manga is better. Even my brother said the manga is better.
The
But
manga gives more context.
yeah, well, probably so. But I just rather watch it myself. But with Naruto, yes, it does have a lot of fillers in it. But you
The
gotta remember, it has
ending
a lot.
made me so mad.
If you combine Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, that's like shit, dude. that's a lot of episodes. That's a fucking lot, dude. I think if you want to combine those two, it has over 400 episodes. It's kind of up there with a fucking One Piece, dude. It is up there. So it's gonna be it's a lot of backstories that what they give us in Naruto series. It's a lot of backstories. If you got to be a really huge fan of the series to want to watch all these filler episodes, in which I am a huge fan. I know you have to be a really huge fan if you reading the mangas and stuff. Cause I just don't. I
No,
don't
the
like
manga is better because the manga goes straight to the story. You skip all the filler.
all the fillers. Yes, that's why people
Yeah, the
told me.
manga gives you straight to the story. That's why a lot of people end up going to the manga with a lot of things because if you don't want to wait a couple of weeks for them to do the animation and you want to keep going with the story, it's like
Mhm.
the route to go.
Oh,
Who's
okay.
your favorite character in Naruto? Curiosity.
My favorite character in Naruto. Oh man, that's a good one, man. I'm not gonna say Sasuke because he's a fucking asshole. Um, Sakura, she's a bitch.
See, I can't really be mad at Sasuke. The Uchiha clan just sucks.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did him
Not
wrong.
as
They did
far
him
as
wrong.
power, but the
They did
concept
him
of
wrong.
their existence is complete failure. They can only get stronger by feeling tragedy. So when their clan was completely happy, they were weak and, easily beaten. Like the concept of how the Uchiha Chan's power function sucks because they can't be happy and be strong. If they want to be happy,
Okay,
they have to stay weak.
I like Naruto. I think he is. He is my favorite character since he is he's the main character. But after him, I would say Rock Lee. I love his character. I love his personality, and I love how he just never gives up. And
Lee is
whenever
pure heart. Yeah.
yeah, he's pure heart, man. So I love his spirit, man. He's
He
a really
also
good fighter.
he also has that special ability, the drunken fist.
Yeah. And plus, if he get in one of those really tight situations, like how a cat get back into a corner, they're gonna unleash the beast on you, man. Like if
The
he got to
gates.
release the gates, was it the 12? No. How many
Eight.
gates? Because
They're eight.
okay, which one of the gates that his sensei opened up that down there killed him? Which one was that? The 12 gates?
No, that was the seventh gate.
You sure
Because
that was the 7 gate?
when
Because
he used the eighth gate against Madara, and he
yeah,
did die. And he did die, but Naruto used Sage of Six Paths and revived him.
you got
But
to
he
bring him
did
back.
die.
Bring him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The seventh
Okay.
gate is the one that nearly kills him. The eighth gate killed him.
Okay. I love how they open up those gates and freaking dang, what is his name? Don't Guy Sensei.
Yeah.
Guy, he keeps warning Lee, do not do it. Of course, no, he did it. Well, not he didn't open up the 8 gate, but he then came close. And that's why I really like about Rock Lee because his spirit, man, and he's a really good fighter. That was he use taijutsu, but
Yep.
to deal with that taijutsu, it's not gonna get you that far. You need to know ninjutsu. If you don't
Well,
know it,
well, I can't even say taijutsu won't get you that far. The problem is taijutsu has a skill gap. Like everything else can be learned faster, and it takes too long to become strong enough. Because
what the deal is,
I think we can all agree that
it's too
Guy.
many. It's too many long distance fighters that you can't come close. It's kind of like
What do you mean can't come close? They're the
it's
fastest
kind of
two
like when
characters in
Lee,
the show.
it's kind of like when Lee faced damn, what's the sandboy in that tournament? What's his name?
Gara.
Garo. Yeah,
Gara
when he
only
faced
won
Garo.
because he had the Jinchuriki. Remember, he was a tailed beast. If he
Yeah,
didn't have Shikaku in him, he would have lost. Even
well,
with the sand.
he's not really much of a fighter. It's he's a long distance fighter. That's what I'm saying. He
Nah,
doesn't need to.
but I mean, Shikaku saved him. Like
Yeah.
if you rewatch the fight again, because I've seen it recently, you'll keep hearing Kankoro saying like, "Man, I've never seen Gara losing this badly. He's almost out of chakra. Like he was out of his own chakra. That was a boost, which is one of the same reasons I don't like Naruto. Like Naruto, if he didn't have the nine-tailed fox, would have lost to Neji. Neji shut off all his chakra points with 64 trigrams.
I like
Like
Neji, man.
like
He was a badass. It was
you
unfortunate
can't
that
even count those characters because it was cheating. They both lost. Literally,
he died.
they lost. There is no in between.
You gotta get Naruto
that's
some
like if
credit,
me and
man.
you
He
were
has
fighting.
hard too.
That's like if
He
me and
has,
you were fighting. You were beating me, and then somebody shot you from afar, but nobody saw anybody shot you and thought I did it. Like it was so much cheating.
you gotta get Naruto some credit, man. He worked his ass off.
I
He
can't
worked
give
his
him
ass
any
off.
credit.
Oh,
Naruto's a scrub.
damn.
Yeah, I said it. Naruto doesn't get any smarter in the series. I'll admit that he works hard, but does he work harder than Lee? No.
No, no, nobody works harder than Lee. No, because Lee, he was basically he was the ugly duckling, compared to the other three.
He's stubborn, ridiculously stubborn, to the point that he should have been dead. Because as a ninja, you should have balance. It's good to be physically strong, but you have to be smart too. Like Lee can only use taijutsu because unfortunately that's physically all he can do. But he's smart enough to think things through and use his head. Notice Naruto doesn't do that, but his powers keep him alive. He always does stuff that would get a regular person killed all the time. And it's
Well,
not
he's
and he
not a
doesn't
regular person. He's
he doesn't
special.
but here's the thing. He doesn't do it because he's special. That's what keeps him alive, but that's not why he did it. If Naruto didn't have the powers, he would still do it because he's an idiot. The Sage of Six Paths says to him, "You're an idiot." He says, "You're a complete idiot, but you're blessed with the power to keep you alive." I hate Naruto. He's
God
um,
damn.
he's just a big plot device. Like he wins because it's written to win.
Okay, so who's your favorite character then?
Shikamaru, hands down.
Shikamaru? Oh yeah,
Shikamaru is
no,
the
he's pretty.
Batman of the story. Like he's super smart and he's tactical. He beat Hadan, and Hadan was immortal. He beat an immortal man. He's like, I can't kill you, but you can be buried alive for eternity down here crying while I go smoke
Yeah,
a
I remember
cigarette.
that. I remember that. Yeah, he do have a badass character. It would be nice if he can actually fight. He's not a fighter, but
He can
he's a
fight. He's just not invincible and OP. He can fight.
he can defend himself, but if he's going against a brawler like Lee, he will get his ass whooped.
Not
But
true.
since he's
Not
but
true.
but yeah, I was about to get to that. Well, since he's so super smart, he knows how to outthink you,
But
and
see, that's the other
that's
problem.
how
He has
yeah
shadow
that's how he
possession
killed.
jutsu, so if you're gonna fight him
Yeah,
close range, you're giving him the match.
that's how he kept his team alive. All those rough those missions they've been going on. Those freaking was it class A missions? Whatever. No, class S. Class
Hmm.
missions they be going on. If it wasn't tomorrow, they would have been dead
And he passed the
because
tuning exam as a
super smart.
kid, and he didn't even try.
Yeah, yeah, he didn't even try. But you got to remember, he got it from his father because his father was super smart too.
But nah, his father wasn't as smart as him though. They proved
He
it
was
with the
he was
show.
smart.
Like he's smart, but he wasn't as smart as him. They proved it with the shogi thing and the IQ test.
So
Shikamaru's IQ
basically,
was like over 300.
Shikamaru is your favorite character.
Yeah, because he's not overpowered. He wins by outsmarting people all the time. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can you can
yeah.
honestly say Shikamaru is never matched up against anyone he's stronger than ever. He always fights people that's stronger than him. Always. All of his
Yeah,
matchups were literally stronger than him.
yep, that's true. But it's his brain that gets him out of tough situations. You don't always have to be the strongest to win.
And he always
Not
thinks
always.
50 moves ahead. It's hard to
Yeah,
calculate that far ahead.
yeah. He's basically Hokage material. He is. But then again, like if the Leaf Village, if they want to get to a situation that they get attacked by some overpriced like Donatel's, is he strong enough? Is he strong enough to stop it?
Well, see, that's the thing. A lot of the
That's the
Kage
issue.
choose to fight, but as a Kage, you're really just supposed to dispatch, so he doesn't necessarily have to fight.
I think Shikamaru, he is Hokage material, but I think he's more of an advisor because I wouldn't try to depend on him to save us from Madara. Ain't no way in hell he can save us from well I say save us save the Leaf Village from Madara.
Well, his thing
You
would have been
need
like using a plan.
Do you think he would just like with Naruto when he defeat the all the pains? can you depend on Shigemaru to defeat all those pains?
Yeah, you couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. He's more of an advisor because if you put your all your life, all your trust into the Hokage, in which is supposed to be not only the leader of your territory, they supposed to be the strongest of they supposed to be the best of the best. And by Shigemaru not being the best of the best as far as as far as skill wise or I guess protecting them, then he's just not a Hokage material. He's just an advisor. But I guess as we wrapping this up, I guess give me your top five anime on the. I still need to finish mine, but give me your top five anime that's 100 episodes, under and 100 episodes and up.
See, 100 episodes is rough because I don't watch a lot of anime that's that long. After I learned
All
that a lot
right.
of the shorter ones are better. But let's see. I'll try to start with the 100 first. Okay, hands down, Hunter x Hunter would be my first one on the list. Then I would go for Dragon Ball Z. I would say Dragon Ball Z specifically because I really didn't get into Dragon Ball much. Like I completed Dragon Ball, I just didn't like it as much, and I don't really like Super as much, and I hate GT. So specifically Dragon Ball Z for me. Now for the third one, I would probably have to say Yu Yu Hakusho. I thought Yu Yu Hakusho was really good.
Oh yeah.
Also, fun fact for those that didn't know, the creator of Yu Yu Hakusho also created Hunter x Hunter. That man is
Really?
talented. Yep.
I might just check out Hunter x Hunter when we get off.
Number four, I would have to give to Bleach, and
Oh yeah.
number five, I'm gonna go ahead and give the One Piece. I got tired of it after 200 episodes, but the fact they have so many episodes and people still love it mean they're obviously doing something right. So they have to take a spot in the top five.
I stopped watching at 70 for some reason. I need to get back on it. I think after I watched it is after God dang it, I forgot that girl's name. But
My
she
problem is that there's so many episodes that every episode almost feels like a filler to me. It's just too much. Now, for under 100, I got some real good ones. So for my first one, I'm gonna go ahead and go with
Death Note.
The Devil is a Part Timer.
That's not
Number,
number one?
yep,
Death
because
Note's not number one. Really?
yep, and now I'll explain
You
why. The
serious?
Devil is a Part Timer did something for me that I never thought any anime could do. Devil is a Part Timer is a comedy, which I like, but I don't think a lot of animes are really funny, and this one actually made me laugh. On top of that, Devil is a Part Timer has like no action at all. And normally I need a little bit of action to at least get into an anime, but the story was told so well and so beautifully done that I didn't care that it had zero action. I mean, to
I'm
be able
gonna,
to bring that
I'm
to
gonna
the
give you
table
some
when I'm
favor.
already,
I'm gonna write all this down because
it's
some of this
like
stuff I've never heard of.
it's like action in an anime is something I'm biased against. Like you have to have action. That's one of my biases. It's like if you don't have any action, I'm not gonna watch you. It got me to
Uh-huh.
still watch. Also, I don't think anime comedy is that funny because there's cultural boundaries that don't really match up too well to me, and they made me laugh. So two things I already had a bias against, it made me change my mind about. So that alone has to put in my number one spot. Number two, still not Death Note, gonna surprise you. My number
What?
two has to be Code Geass, Legacy of Lelouch. Code Geass is very similar to Death Note, but it has a big scale war. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of plying, a lot of betrayal. The guy actually has to kill his own father for the good of the
Mm,
world. So that gets
damn.
pretty hardcore. But then he eventually gets a like god complex too, just like Yagami did with the Death Note. So then there's so many different deep things like that are really deep about the story that there's so many different themes of like God versus creationism, family ties, religion, a lot of stuff that really makes it really deep. So I have to give it number two. On top of that, Death Note was good, but I think we can agree after L died, 20 episode 26 and on, it kind of tapered off a little bit with the replacement L and the other guy.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
Death Note, I would have to give number three because
Okay.
it was amazing anime, but I just felt the first two gave me things that I wasn't expecting, and I like surprises. They threw me off guard with a lot of the stuff that happened. Now, number four is going to be something that throws off a lot of people. I like Air Gear. I have to put Air Gear at my number four spot, and the reason I put Air Gear at my number four spot is I love Jet Set Radio. Air Gear is an anime that pays homage to the game Jet Set Radio. They have
Yeah.
different gangs, and the gangs have wars where they have to race, and they do really cool tricks, and they are jet powered skates, and they do have a lot of actions and gang fights. Except they escalate it more than Jet Set Radio. Like they have special moves and stuff like that. And when you get into the OVAs, they even get to the point where they can like stop time and have all these other abilities. It gets really good. It's like Jet Grind Radio on steroids. If you like the game Jet Grind Radio, you definitely have to check out Air Gear. And the last one, I'm gonna put this down for one of my romances. It's gonna have to be School Rumble. And the reason I do School Rumble is because I don't like a lot of romances, and honestly, it's really the only romance comedy on my list that I really liked because it had a little bit of action, it had sports and made them entertaining. They didn't really overdo the like service, and all the characters had character development. In fact, it was so popular they made a School of Rumble second class, and all the no-name characters whose names you didn't know that were kind of in the background and second class have stories. So everyone gets character development, and those are my five.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna give my five of the anime that's 100 plus, and I guess we're gonna wrap it up. Of course, you already know DBZ is number five. Who else? Okay, so Naruto. That's of course I already said that number four. I'm gonna put Naruto and Naruto Shippuden in the same. It's the same thing. Number three is going to be Bleach. Badass anime, one of the best animes of all time. I love the action. It is bad fucking ass, but the cons about that is too many fucking fillers. It is freaking a nuisance. But I could look past that because I'm such a huge fan of that series. So, like I say, I could look past that, and they just got so many badass characters, man. I love what was the dude with the wild hair that always want to fight Ichigo in the Soul in the not the, in the Soul Society?
Kenpachi.
Grandpachi, yeah, I like him. He's bad, man. That dude right there, he just won't leave Ichigo alone. He just keep on want to fight him. I guess because when he lost that first match, so he always want to freaking just fight him for no reason.
Nah, but he just likes to fight in general. Think
Yeah,
about
he
all the
just like
people
to
he
fight
fought
him
that were
too.
stronger than him, and then he released Bankai, and they're like, "Oh crap!" He's like, "Yep, you
Oh,
know you lost now."
man, that's what I love about that show when they be releasing their bond card. I was like, oh man, this is tight. I like what's that dude name with the sword, all them 1,000 swords. So what's his name? Rukia's brother.
Yeah, I know you're
Um,
talking about. I can't remember his name
Rukia's
though.
brother. He showed no emotions in his face. Damn. Dang, it's in the tip of my tongue. I really anybody in the chat can help me out. What's Rukia's brother?
Don't feel bad for not remember his name because even though he was
Dude,
strong,
I can't
I
remember
think we
his
agreed
name.
that he had zero character. So it's like hard to
He
remember
had
him.
no character, but his fighting skills was fucking badass, man. When he released that Bunkai, I was like, damn, that's fucking badass, man.
Like he kind of reminds me of
But
Itachi. Like Itachi is entertaining to watch fight, but like I hated his filler episodes because he was just completely emotionless. They'd be like Itachi, he was with his girlfriend. His girlfriend's like Itachi, you want to go have dinner and sleep with me? And he didn't even say anything. He just pointed to the food like he's a baby. It's like, dude, you're like over 17 years old. You better talk.
so I guess that's my number three on Bleach. Number I don't know, number four. Uh Fairy Tale, man. I'm sorry. It has to be Fairy
Oh
Tale.
no, please
Yeah,
no.
I know you hate
Uh,
Fairy Tale.
Fairy Tale is so
The
cringy.
reason why I love Fairy Tale because sometimes it does. I think they kind of copy and paste some DBZ elements into the series, and I love the
And
fighting.
by DBZ elements, you mean flashes of boobs and butts, except they show more females and not just Boma. Shots fired.
No, man, man, I love the fighting, man. I love the fighting. It has it's very funny. I love comedy. It has a lot of action. It has a lot of comedy, and it's a really good. I know it could be a pervy anime, but I can look past that, and I just love the story. You said that it doesn't have a story, and
I
I
feel
said
I feel like
it
when they showed a
fluctuates.
fairy tale, they said, "Hey, let's take all the pervy parts from Lupin the Third. Let's take all the pervy parts from Tenchi and Tokyo, and let's take all the pervy parts from an edgy anime and just combine them into one. We'll have no story. We'll give you some entertaining fight scenes, and people will be hooked to it. And then when they get tired of the fight scenes and sync to a story, we'll flash some boob, and they'll be happy." Like I feel like that was their strategy. It's
It's
like
just more.
it's like we
It's,
don't have a story. We need a distraction. Cue
man, they
Lucy's
got they
boob.
got stories, man. You just a hater. You just don't like fairy
They
tales.
have no
When
story.
did when did you stop on? When
I
did you grow
told
up
you the
on it? 'Cause
dragon arc when the ice god died and the girl revealed she had the special ability to sacrifice her life to bring to go back into time. Like literally, that was her special ability. If she kills herself,
Oh,
she
okay,
goes
okay.
back.
That's like
That was the most broken power ever. Not only did this character that just got introduced 2 episodes ago, did we know nothing about, but you killed her off to bring back another character. Like, why can't you let the main characters die? They can't do it. It feels like they think the audience is small children, and it was insulting to me.
so you want the so you want some of the main characters to die. That's why you so
You
mad.
have to like think about it. Any look, you laughing, but any good story gives you main characters that you
But
can not
look
only
at Dragon
relate
Ball
to,
Z.
but you have feelings for. Like you can't have feelings for main characters that have no
But,
conflict. Like how
but
could
what
you take
about
a fight
Vegeta?
serious? But that's what I'm saying. How could you take a fight seriously when you know the main characters can't die? If they
But
can't
no,
die, you always know who's gonna win. There's no
but
tension.
they do die on Dragon Ball Z, but they get witched back to life.
Exactly, and that was bad too. Dragon Ball doesn't
But
have a story.
it's the most successful anime of all time.
But that's because a lot of people don't like good anime. I'll admit it. I'll admit it. Like I said, Dragon Ball Z is in my top 5 not because it was a really good anime, but because it got me into
It
anime.
introduced you to it.
Like
I got
Dragon
you.
Ball Z was like a first girlfriend for me. She wasn't the best, but you know, she took me there. So you have to counter. That's what Dragon Ball Z was. I mean, it was mildly entertaining, but it was mildly entertaining. If you compare it to everything else, as far as story and character development goes, it loses. How many characters does Dragon Ball have that have character development? Be honest.
I
Krillin,
mean,
backup singer. Piccolo, backup singer. Goku and Vegeta do everything. And oh, let's
oh,
not talk about GT. If
do
it's
not
GT,
disrespect Piccolo. You cannot
you
disrespect
know it's
Piccolo. You,
true. And Dragon Ball Super, he babysits and farms cabbage. That's Goku's
well,
job, and he doesn't even do it.
I had seen Dragon Ball Super, but
He's a
Piccolo
babysitter. He babysits Pan. He's
but
full on babysitter.
it's been a lot of times that Piccolo did save their asses. He is very powerful. It just whenever Goku and Vegeta became like Super Saiyan 2 and 3, like he just couldn't compete with them no
But that's
more.
what I'm saying. That ruins it because nobody else can do anything, and they really don't give any character development to any other characters. I mean, Goku is strong, but he has no character development. Vegeta does have character development, but Vegeta's one character, so you're only getting development out of one character for a series that has how many episodes?
The hell if I know has a shit. I
But
don't
but
know it has
but
a
you
lot.
see my point? Like it's okay, it's mediocre, but to say like it's top tier, like you get what I'm saying. Like
No,
it
I
wouldn't be
understand.
fair to
We
do
just
that.
got different tastes on some of this. I understand. You got
I'm telling you, when
particular
you
on.
see a lot of the anime I've seen, your mind is gonna change. It's gonna be blown.
No, well, no. Whenever we leave this podcast, I want to get I'm gonna get a piece of paper and pencil. I'm
See,
gonna write this stuff
like
down.
like
I
like
have to.
like here's a perfect example, and I don't mean to sound sexist here, but from my experience, women watch good quality anime. Animes that have terrible character development and terrible plot, you'll notice women don't watch. Like, how many females do you know really watch DBZ or Naruto? Most of the ones
My
I know that
wife,
watch
my
anime
wife,
will
she
say
watched
no.
them with me.
But if you say like Code Geass, you say Death Note, you'll notice a lot of them watch that. Any
She loves
animes
Death
that are
Note.
really good with character development and have a decent story, like they're professional writers, you'll notice women will watch.
Okay, okay. Um, okay. I know I said fairy
See, that's
tale was
kind of that's kind of part of my scale. If you watch an anime that you can't show a female friend because you know she's gonna hate it, then it's probably not written well. I do the female test. If it's female approved, then you can say it's at least written decently.
decently, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm gonna have to. I was choosing between Inuyasha and One Piece for my fifth and final spot. Of course, DBZ one, um, Naruto two, Full Metal Alchemist three. No, that's it. No. Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist three. No, that's it. No. I'm sorry. Full Metal Alchemist. That's under 100. Um, Bleach three, Fairy Tale four. And I'm gonna have to choose One Piece 5. I I think I stopped maybe around 100 something episodes. I love it. It's a really good anime, but like you said, it's so much that you'll be thinking that you're watching a lot of fillers. But I'm gonna eventually get back into them because it's just I got so many animes to be catching up on, man. That's why I'm gonna probably try to make this a series. I know the title is episode one, Anime Pocket episode one.
It'd be cool because it gives us time to watch a lot of anime. Because what they do is, and I learned this recently, they do animes through seasons. So every season there's a certain category of certain animes that come out. So you can look around different seasons and you'll catch a lot of different new ones that only come out around those times of the year. Like
Oh, okay.
I don't remember the exact count, but it's like some seasons are made for like a bundle of comedy, some for a bundle of romance. So when you catch different seasons, you'll find new things and different categories. So it really helps you find like variety.
Oh, okay, that was a question from Dr. Blue. He said this is a Bleach question. Do we prefer Bunkai or Ichigo's Hollow? I guess the Hollow Ichigo.
Honestly,
Uh,
this is probably the blackest thing I ever said,
the
but
black thing.
yeah, but hollow form Ichigo goes in. I mean, he has no technique. He's just pure power and pure
Yeah.
savagery. All he does to do is destroy everything. Like if he had the power to kill Ichigo and still live without dying to do it, he would split himself in half and just be half a body, laughing, bleeding, and killing people. Like he's such a
So
savage. Like
basically,
I
the
love it.
Hollow. So basically, the Hollow version was basically the overpowered version. But I prefer the Bunkai because I think it's just badass. I love when everybody does their Bunkai. It's just fucking badass. It reminds me of whenever Goku turns into a Super Saiyan. Like I just love the moment. It's an epic moment. That's why I love when they do their Bunkai. It's fucking badass. So I rather pick Bunkai. But if they in a situation that I guess you got somebody trying to kill the whole entire town, whatever, and he's overpowering, and basically Ichigo, he's the last one that's left. I'm not gonna use the Bunkai. I'm gonna use the Hollow.
It's because the Hollow is crazy. Like he's not just crazy strong, but he's just sick in the head. Like he's the Joker of that series. The Hollow version would
Yeah.
say something like, "Well, you could beat Ichigo, but you can't beat me. I'll beat you half to death. Then, as you're dying, kill your family. Then laugh a couple of times, tell you about it as you're dying. Then finally, slowly kill you." That will probably take 4 episodes for no reason.
Yeah.
Like he's such a savage.
Damn.
Hollow
Okay.
form is so savage. I think Vikings would cry. Just saying.
All right, so we basically did our top five, top 10, and I guess top five animes is 100 episodes and up, and top 500 episodes and under. But still a few questions. Then we gotta wrap this up because I know you gotta go to work in the morning. I know you gotta help me get out of here. Let's get a few questions and let's see what we got. What do we think about Ghost in the Shell series? What about you?
Ghost in the Shell is good.
I never got into it, so I really can't. Like I said, I got so much to get to freaking get into.
Ghost in the Shell is one of those hidden gems. Like it came on Toonami for a little while, and if you took the time to watch it, it would really make you want to get into the story.
Hmm.
It's also one of the few animes on Toonami that they take time to finish all the episodes, and there's a lot of episodes, so it's definitely worthwhile.
Oh, okay. All right, let's get some questions, y'all. So we can end this. Let's get some questions out there. Question: do we read mangas? I don't, problem solver, but
I do.
retro he does. Yeah.
I feel like you have to
Well,
read manga as an anime fan because, unfortunately, the anime industry doesn't make a lot of money, and if they're not making a lot of money, they can't fund all the animes they have. So a lot of times you'll get into an anime and they don't have the money to complete it, so it forces you to go to the manga to finish the story.
I got you. I got you. It looks interesting. I did see a couple of episodes of Naruto, but I didn't want too much spoilers. So I just stopped.
Oh,
That was the
another
only.
anime. This one is amazing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna hurt your heart. It's called Kaze no Stigma. This guy comes from a family of fire users. They all master fire magic, and he's trying to learn fire magic, but he doesn't have like the affinity for it. His father feels ashamed and kicks him out of the village because he's the leader of the village and he can't use fire. So he ends up getting a wind contract. So the contractor teaches him how to use wind and he becomes insanely strong. The funny thing is, elements rock, scissor, paper each other. So, just like Naruto, fire is strong to wind, the wind is weak to fire. So when he learns the wind and they find out he's a wind contract, they're all laughing at him like, oh, we come from a fire village and you're a hack that couldn't learn fire, and now you come to fight us when wind is weak to fire and wrecks the whole village, including his father, with wind, which is weak to fire. And he's
Nice,
just
nice.
insanely powerful.
It's
The only
crazy.
bad thing is it's only one season. Unfortunately,
That's
it's
it.
once. Yeah, and the reason it's one season is because unfortunately the person that created the story was really really sick and he wasn't making enough money to really get like proper medical attention or proper food, and unfortunately he died. So he passed away. So that's why it's one season, because the writer died.
Well, that freaking suck. All right, let's take a couple
Honestly,
more questions.
sadly that happens
Mhm.
with a lot of anime because like I said, anime doesn't make a lot of money. And I don't know if you guys know because I lived in Japan for a while, but a lot of like writing and being an artist and stuff doesn't pay nearly as much as it does in America. Like they slave labor and get paid like $1 an hour for those type of jobs. They're not as popular and pay as much as they do here. So a lot of them are struggling in poor apartments that can barely eat.
Damn. So I hate to live in those kind of conditions. Cloud Strike, you want to know, have we seen Dimension W? I've seen the commercials on Toonami, but, I like to, there's no wrong to I love Toonami, but I'm that kind of person. If I watch one episode, I want to keep watching. I freaking hate watching one episode. I gotta wait another week for it. I'm impatient. That's why I like to I like to wait weeks and let the episodes build up. But it does look interesting. Have you watched Dimension W yet,
I have
Retro?
not. I have not. And I honestly, I love Toonami, but I haven't watched Toonami in a while. And the problem is, it's because the internet exists. Here's a scenario. Say Toonami is your best friend. You love hanging out with your best friend, but you have another friend that's cool, rich, and he's going to buy you food, he's going to buy you drinks, and he's going to drive you everywhere. So who are you going to hang out with? That's the internet. It has everything you want and need. So it's hard to go to Toonami knowing that I can get even better quality anime. I can skip commercials and I'm
Well,
not gonna miss episodes in between.
one,
Like,
one, one thing I have a problem with Toonami is not popular like it used to be. Remember, he used to come on every day. This back in the 90s, like this back in the late 90s.
but see,
He
in
used to
back in the late
come
'90s,
on
the
every
internet still wasn't that popular, so it was the perfect
yeah
time.
yeah. So I heard that they took it away. They have it coming one day a week because I guess it wasn't as popular that they thought it was going to be. So
Plus,
I guess
also Cartoon Network is really weird now. Like I don't know. I don't feel like Cartoon Network's lineup for shows is solid anymore. Like Adult Swim and Toonami is cool, but I don't like a lot of their shows. Like I hate the fact that they got rid of Young Justice, which was like the greatest DC cartoon ever, for Teen Titans Go, a comedy series.
I
Like
don't
the
too much watch Cartoon Network no more.
I don't
I
watch
watch
it at all
Boomerang.
anymore.
I watch
Like
Boomerang.
all I do is I go on the internet and I watch the new episodes of regular show because regular show goes in.
Okay, we got a question. Well, actually, let me see. So, do you watch One Punch Man? I don't watch it, but you do, right?
One Punch Man was fantastic. I still don't think they're gonna have a season two because I don't see a way they can write a season two. I mean, if you see the or saw the end of season one, you saw that he fought that guy that was so raw, and it was such an entertainment fight. And then when they said coming soon, he went back to fighting people that were extremely weak again. So I guess if they do season two, maybe they'll just do all comedy with zero tension, and maybe it could work because they could do a lot with the side characters and stuff. But I just don't see a season two coming out because season one was done so well that it feels like it
Yeah.
should end right there. Like it ended the way it was supposed to, I think.
Hmm. Okay. I was gonna get a couple of views. I got 14 right now. I didn't watch this gaming channel, so maybe I got an audience for this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, man.
I really do appreciate.
If you guys like anime, like and subscribe to Real Gamer, and just make sure to share this with your friends. I mean, like any animes you guys suggest, like we can do these. We can talk about ones we like. You guys can tell us more, like you're doing, and we'll check them out. And then after checking them out and getting the time to fully watch them, especially since it's summer and I have more time off from school right now, we can even do like some podcasts where we do review sessions. Like me and Real will watch through the whole anime and then we can discuss it with you guys, what we liked, what we didn't like, what we didn't understand. And we just have a nice community where we talk about plenty of anime and kind of share them. It'll be like a book plug, except more amazing because we're not reading, but we're watching anime and sharing it.
Yeah. Like I say, man, free freaking. I got somebody get a little bit more deeper into this anime community. I am subscribed to a lot on Google Plus, and I'm probably sure. Hope next time I get some. And this is my passion too. I don't video. I love video games, but I fucking love. I didn't play much video games past a week or two because I was watching a lot, and as soon as I finish with this podcast, I'm gonna fucking watch some more anime. If y'all are passionate, man, just this title is Anime Podcast #1. So
I've been hooked to a game more than I ever have. Like Borderlands 2 is amazing. First of all, it's on Steam for only $5, and I don't really like first-person shooters, but the RPG elements were done so well. Like I kid you guys not, I started last week, and now I have 100 hours in the game. Like it's ridiculous. Like the past couple of days, I literally all nighted that game. Like I didn't sleep. That's how much I enjoyed it. Like it's a beautiful game. Lots of
oh,
legendary weapons, rare item drops. You can combo them together. Like it's amazing. Every character is good, and I've been trying every character so far. But sorry about that. I had a moment.
oh okay. No big ain't no big. Let's see. Let's play that. I can't play it on the computer at the same time unless you can send it on my phone. Retro. I was playing.
To your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So
send it in the hangout. Send it in the hangout.
okay.
Yeah, send it in the hangout. But like I was saying, man, if y'all really love this stuff, then maybe I could make this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this every week. I don't know because I got the Real Talk show, and I don't want to interfere with that since I have my own set of have my own audits for that. But I'm gonna try. If this is not gonna be
Cool. I
every
just
week,
sent it.
okay, it's gonna be a every other week kind of deal. But like I say, if y'all are a passion for this, then just I guess whenever this uploads on my channel, just give me y'all feedback. Give me y'all feedback. You know, like Retro Bro said a while ago, just freaking tell your friends about it. Share this video, man. Share it. Tell your friends and on my channel, and let me know what you want. Just let me know what y'all want, man. And we'll try to do our best we can do. You know, in order to try to we try to cater to y'all. You know, if y'all love anime, just let me know. Hit up the comment section after this video uploads, so I will know what kind of material we should bring to the table on Anime Podcast episode 2. So basically, that about wraps this up. And I guess anything else you want to say, Mr. Returbo, before we get out of here?
That's it, man. I had a lot of fun. Definitely want to do another one for you guys.
All right, cool. And like I said, it's your boy Rick Gaming 27, and I really appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. I know it was only 2 of us tonight, and I really this was a last minute thing, so that's why it's 2 of us. And it was supposed to have like a couple more guys, but of course it's Friday night, so a lot of people, they got lives, man. We ain't got lives, so. So I guess after that, that's I guess that wraps it up, and I guess we see y'all on the next anime podcast, in which we will have another one. We will have another one. I promise you. I promise you that. So anyway, I guess we're out of here. Peace out.